I'm Danny.
And I'm Althea.
And we are
DNA Live, baby.
What's going on, everybody, man?
You know what? We got some special shout outs.
Go ahead. Give us a special shout outs.
So you want to do the birthdays first?
Yeah, man.
Okay, we'll do the birthdays first.
First off, I want to say happy birthday to my boy Chris. Shout out Natasha too, man. Much love. It was a great day yesterday, man.
Yeah, we had such a nice dinner.
You know what? It felt good not really talking about music that much. Just,
we didn't really talk about music at all.
I know.
Okay, so we had a great time with Chris and Natasha, and happy birthday, Chris, again.
Yep.
And also to
big shout out to my brother, my baby brother, Joey, man.
Aww.
Much love to you, man. You turned 16 today, man.
Oh, my baby.
And you know what, my brother, love you, man. Love you to death, bro.
Happy
birthday. Everybody's hearing you right now. That's my baby brother right there.
Yeah.
Ain't no games, ain't no jokes. Much love to him. Mom, hello.
Hi, Mom.
Rosie, Justina, love y'all. You know what I'm saying?
So I also
shout out to Eric too, man.
Oh, yeah.
And Mom, I know your birthday's coming up too.
Next week.
Next week. So don't worry, I got something for you. Go ahead.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. I also wanted to shout out to Miss J.
Go ahead.
I had the pleasure of being there for one of her performances on Friday night. She was at the famous food festival in Deer Park at the Tanger Outlets.
Okay.
There was so much food. But I got to eat her up. I mean, she was just, Miss J and the Misfits, they are fabulous. And her dad was on guitar. I mean, you can't get any better than that. You got to check her out, Miss J and the Misfits. Also, shout out to my boy, Barry and Christy. They were there as well, of course. They're part of their team.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just, when you have a nice set of group of people and we all get along and it's just so much fun. Okay.
Exactly.
So also I wanted to shout out to Howard, my boy.
Howard, what up? LA, how we doing out there?
And Gina. And of course, Miss Debbie, my girl. She helps me out with everything. Also to Chris Milo, of course. That
record's doing great, brother. Definitely. I'm going to show you guys the charts in a second.
Yeah, every day of the week, dude. Chris Milo, we love you. Also to everybody that is on our platform, like Chris Milo, Ron Cat, Baker Grace, K Rhymes, Miss J. You guys are just phenomenal and we love you. So we have obviously the media base. So every week we're showing the charts to show you what
media base and digital radio tracker.
Digital radio trackers.
So y'all know too. Mm-hmm. Big shout out to Michael.
Yeah. So, it's just, it's a really good thing. So, I'm glad that everybody that's on board gets to, if you want to put the charts up.
Yeah, put the charts up real quick.
Okay, if you can put the charts up. We got media base and digital
right
radio.
Now, that's digital tracker right there. Big shout out to my man Hoodie and stuff like that because his record started to honestly catch fire. So big shout out to him, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Christopher Milo as well. He caught fire this week too as well.
Mm-hmm.
Couple other records, big shout out to Miss J. She's always up inside the charts.
Mm-hmm.
My LA connects over there. Big shout out to my man DJ Green God. He's killing it right now. Showtime Poppy, his girl too, Janelle. And big shout out to Jaka.
Of course.
And Charles Hamilton. Big shout out to you too because you're reaching very high goals right now on the charts.
Okay.
So big shout out.
Do we have the media base one?
Hit the media base.
Can we get the media base?
All right. So now when you look inside the media base, it's hard for y'all to see right now. But big shout and hold up.
Okay.
I gotta say too, big shout out to my man too on here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
M City Jr.
That's right, baby.
Killing it right now too on the media charts as well as the digital radio tracker charts.
He's
moving. He's killing it right now. But
he's killing it.
So big shout out to him. Big shout out to Shy. Big shout out to go ahead.
To Shad. Also to our boy in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
The Heat.
97.3 The Heat. And then you got our guys in Miami, the Blaze FM 88.7 and Boss Radio. You got DJ Yo-Yo, you got Scorpio, you got Corey.
Come on.
Am I missed? Oh, Showtime.
Go ahead.
Am I missing anybody?
No, you got them all.
I got them all. Okay, so with that
You
said,
said Scorpio, right?
Did I say Scorpio?
I just did. But
Okay.
listen, big shout out to my man Reggie Lanes. Definitely watch his show too, man. The high rise, man. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to Blue Diaz. Big shout out to David L. And Showcase, we keep promoting that record. Big shout out to my man Gabe. Big shout out to all the independent artists that are coming on too. I keep telling everybody something though. Can I say something?
You can say something.
Man, DNA's killing it too. Give us some love. No, I'm playing. I'm just playing. There's love. But listen, we're gonna be right back with a great guest, man.
With a great guest. Great guy. And his name is M City Jr. And after this commercial break,
we'll be right back.
Put your hands up. Right now we're inside a war with ourselves. Yo, America, are we gonna wake up from this? Where the real Americans at, you heard? Where we at? Man, you blinded and you lied, you just censor inside your own. Everyone pretends they love you, but messing you up in homes. Laughing without the way you can't even afford food. And everybody looking at you acting so rude. They thinking that they love you, your skin, that's what they see. They don't understand the militant well it be. But the anger that they got, they just play for each other. A civil war, they trying to come for us, kill one another. But I woke up last night, I gotta talk to my peers. Tell them, listen, we gotta march and what do we hear? You laughing, you crying, you angry, you feeling and skating. Saying with all the time, they just demonstrated. Leave you inside the cars, they don't wanna see you out. They leave you locked doors, breaking your jaws over locked. They lock you up, they wanna trap you, put you inside with a lock, it's mental block. Cause all you ever hearing is the cops screaming lifeless. Now all of a sudden we thinking prices. Putting that two there, be caught crashing in crisis. Now they hating how they even look. They try to lock us up, throw it down, try to play the book. Wanna get us shook, every time try to get it booked. Overshook, saying God is there but love is overlooked. They try pretending that we close with a phone next to each other's ears. But we're more social distancing, corona, yeah. They try to acting like we ain't one inside our home. We acting like that we ain't one and one inside our home. I said, March, let's go. I said, let's fight. You can't censor us anymore. You lying to the people.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we are.
DNA.
Okay, so please welcome to the show, rap artist M City Jr. Let's go.
Mr. Worldwide, Mr. International, Mr. We are killing it right now, all over.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I am so excited to have him. I really am. But let me just say,
let's go.
I want to first, the only two things I want to point out is that he was just signed to Atlantic Records, correct? Okay.
So
wait a minute.
Go ahead.
I'm just letting, I just want to put my 2 points across first.
Okay.
And then also that song that we're going to play later, The Addicted to My Ex. I love it, by the way. It's on its way to 100 million streams on Spot. We need an applause.
We need an applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Million streams on Spotify, and it's on its way to double platinum, baby.
That's a fact.
Put it higher. Go ahead.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. For real. I feel like introduction to like one of those fights. You know what I'm saying? Like I just got let's ready to rumble. Okay, I'm ready. Like it.
But I was going to say, how does it feel with that buildup that, as it's now progressing and getting all that attention? How does that make you feel right now?
Man, I think that's a good question. I think it's really, for me, it's really sitting back and kind of observing. It's kind of like a marathon kind of feel.
Yeah.
Like a marathon thing. So I've been pushing this record for quite some time, like just staying on it, constantly promoting it, constantly keeping it in the fans' face, and the fans love it. Like they're constantly reinventing things and reinventing ways to, I guess, like express how they feel with this song. So
Right.
that's a great feeling to literally see the fans keep reinventing ways to push the song, to dance to the song, to just to be involved with it. That's probably like the greatest feeling for sure. Because I don't know where they come up with it, but they.
Nah, I love it, man. I was watching with the two girls and all that. It's like, I'm addicted with children. I was like, yeah. I was like, look at it. I said, man, me and everybody do a TikTok on that.
Yeah,
Right.
we were going to surprise you, but you know, we're not that good of actors. Okay.
You're not. I am.
Are you challenging me right now?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm just saying. All I'm saying, it's a really, I mean, it's a crazy song.
Yeah,
you know,
I love it. I'm addicted to. I was like, yeah, okay.
You know, it's a crazy, but you know what it is that you can do so many songs, right? And you put them out there, and you don't know what's going to hit at what particular time. You never know.
What was your mindset when you were making that record?
Make some money, make $1 million.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually in a writing session when I did that record. I originally wrote that song for Young Thug.
Okay.
I was writing for Atlantic at the time, writing for Meek Mill, writing for Jeezy, or something like the Atlantic artists at the time that I was writing for. And Thug and my management just didn't see eye to eye at the time. And so he came back and he's like, yo, it's still a great record, you know, so do the record yourself. And so I did. You know, so I think at the time I was just in my bag. I was just in a writing bag, you know, just really, and I just wanted to capture something for like the era, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of just really wanted to capture something for the era. I wanted to, like I heard that a while ago that's really what good music does. Good music captures.
It's a time capsule, basically. Yeah. It always basically just, you know, promotes that era. So you'll always, when you hear that record, you go right back into the era of memory.
Exactly. So the fact that I was intentionally searching for that energy, and I believe I channeled it pretty well, you know, that's a great thing for me. I enjoy that part.
Yeah, I you know, we were bumping, like, what do you call that? Like,
addicted, but
you know what?
I'll be spinning it, and everyone be looking at me and be like, what do you, everyone be like, yo. I'm like, yo, I like that record. Yo, can I get that record? Like, yeah, take it.
Yeah, go ahead. But you know what? I'm doing dishes or something, and he's like coming up on the behind, you know, like, yo, what's up? Addicted to love. And I'm like, oh my God, stop it. Just stop it.
You're not my ex. I can't.
Well, I'm not your ex, but I will be if you keep doing that.
No, you divorced. Make remix.
But let me tell you, because you know me with the, I do like rap music. I'm not, you know, I like every genre.
Okay.
You know that. But there are only certain rap songs, I will be honest, that really catch me. You know, I am not a person that will like every rap song out there. So when this was played, just even by the intro, right? Ooh. Even just by the intro, I was, where'd you go? Where you going, M City? Get back here.
And he's still here.
He's still here?
He's still here.
All I'm saying is that from the first, like, introduction and everything that you know what? Let me just say one thing. Okay. I'm an old sort, right?
Go ahead. Let's hear this.
But it's always been about I'm just telling you the truth. It's all about the intro. Because it's a setup. Okay. It's just like an actor going for a movie role or whatever, and they're auditioning. It's the way you present, it's the way you're leading into the song, right? And if the start of the song doesn't grab you,
it's very suspenseful.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I just the intro right away to before the song starts, I'm like, it grabs you. It grabs you. And then you're singing and all that little background vocals and stuff like that. It brings you in and it keeps you there. A lot of rap songs for me, they start off decent. And then by like the first.
And then you're lost.
Man. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, where is this going? You know?
You don't have the concept. Like you have the concept, keep running and running and running and running. I love the concept. the concept is crazy because nobody really talks about stunting on the X, but everybody wants to. You know what I'm saying? So like when he came up with that, I was like, yeah, that's like when I heard the record, I was like, yeah, that's out of here.
And
because
also
of the concept and the way that basically it's something that everybody has. You have an X. I have an X.
Yeah.
I know you flexing on them. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, big time. You hear me?
But my
no, but you know, also I wanted to say is also give props to the producer of that song and also the vocals, whoever else is on that song with you.
There is absolutely no one else on that song with me. That is me, top to bottom.
That is all you?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
No. Holy cow! Blew my mind.
Yeah.
You just blew my mind. I was sure there was someone else. I'm like, damn, that is really good too.
Did my question to you too, man, is let's get back into that writing thing. So they told you to just take the record and go. Were you already signed to Atlantic? And you were just writing for them?
Oh, yep, I was just really writing for him. I wasn't signed to him at all. I was actually writing for them and not having the most fun writing for them. You know, I don't know if anybody like knows really about the songwriting world, but it's not.
Go ahead. Why don't you talk to him real quick about it?
Go ahead.
It's not easy. You know, it's not the easiest thing. It's not like I guess art is very it's in perspective. So the decision of something being a hit is someone's opinion. Yeah. And most of the time it's the opinion of the person who controls the budget. So you know, you can write a trash song, and if the person controlling the budget believes in it, it's a hit.
Right.
And that's just what it is. So songwriting, and they really don't listen to you when you don't have a long, extensive rap sheet of hits. You know, they're kind of just taking it in as I can explain it as like an extra in acting, like you're just a background dancer. You know, like if the main character slips and falls, we'll grab it, you know. But if you're not, you know, if you're not the Dream or Neo or, you know what I'm saying, or some high profile songwriter hit maker, then it's kind of hard to get your things in there.
Yeah,
foot in the door, and then to actually come and listen to you.
One more time.
Usually, like, because I've done a little bit of songwriting as well. It's very hard. A lot of people don't realize it's very hard to get inside the door when you don't even have anything. It's like having like a portfolio. It's like having basically like, you know, the regular job. I mean, like a college degree, basically. That's how they look at it.
Really?
Exactly. It's like, you know, when you say, hey, I songwrite, they're looking for hits. And the question is, well, what have you written?
Yeah.
And if you, again, this is the music industry. So if you don't have any accolades that reflect the music industry, you know, you're kind of overlooked. So
that's really kind of a shame, because there are a lot of people like you and him, let's say, right, that have such great, not just potential, that have real heart and real genuine soul for the music that you do, right? And they would be, you know, this guy may have something that is so special in a song, right? And they're overlooked because they're not a Jay-Z or a big time rapper.
But that's always going to happen, though,
because you got to stupid.
But the way I look at it too is Jay-Z started somewhere. Nas started somewhere. It is what it is. You got to just get into that.
But back then it was different.
They have the term. You need experience to get experience. So it's not necessarily, I mean, you know, you can cry about it, you can boohoo it sucks, but it's just the way the world works. You know, if I was going for a dental assistant job, I would still need experience to get experience. It doesn't matter if you hire experienced people and reputable people with reputable work. And, you know, how much talent is not always is going to be, you know, the experience, you know. Experience beats talent a lot.
Right. So now I want to ask a question. So when you brought that record in and Doug said his management said that you should just do it?
No. Management said that Thug ended up passing on it. They didn't end up seeing eye to eye on the record.
I can see that.
And Thug had a lot going on at the time too. So at this time, let me take you back. Like we're in 2016, 2015. So we're talking about Rich Gang is just now live in effect. Him and Quan is really live in effect. Him and Birdman situation is brand new. So it's just a lot of moving parts at the time.
Yeah, people
So
don't and then neither. It's
it
to
was
me.
just one of those situations where it wasn't seen eye to eye on what was going on. It could even been like management and label issues.
Yeah, I can see that.
Again, Atlantic is like, well, it's a hit record, so
Yeah.
what do you do? Are you going to pass on it, or are you going to do it yourself?
Yeah.
And you were like, I'm just doing it myself. What
Do it
was
myself.
it?
Already wrote it. Do it.
What
Yeah.
were they? What were they when they were like, all right, were you looking to be an artist? Or were you just looking to basically be a writer?
So I'm a very different artist, I guess, from what I songwrite. My personal preference is more conscious. It's more Jay-Z, more Kendrick, more Cole, type of thing. I'm not necessarily a pop artist when it comes to top 40 and things like that, as far as my preference goes. But I write it all the time. Those are the things, those are the melodies that are just in my head and that I naturally gravitate to when I'm writing for other people, right? So me personally, though, when I'm speaking about writing, I guess prior to who I am now, because we're talking in the past tense. I was narrating my life a lot, a lot of narrations coming from Joy Road in Illinois. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. What up, though? So,
You better give it up to Jay Dilla.
Yeah. There you go.
First, come on now.
You know what? You know what? I was laughing because when he said Detroit, I'm like, that's Detroit kind of sound. But you know what's cool though, and I can see how lyrical you really are. Is I can hear that song, right? And I hear the patterns because she looked at me, she go, what do you mean? I said, this dude's a lyrical. And she goes, how? So because a lyricist can make an easy record like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you knew how simple it really was. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why, like, when you said all that about with the lyricist and the soul and the way that you are, I was, and he's a great writer. I was like, he knew what he was doing because he studied that era that was just happening. And he was like, yo, this is the sound right now, but I'm so good at what I do, I can write that sound easily.
Yeah.
So like a lot of things also that song really doesn't connect with my artistry a lot because it sounds nothing like my art, on a consistent basis. More people, that song has a life of its own. It has a life of its own. It has a fan base of its own. It has everything of its own, literally of its own.
Yeah.
That has literally nothing to do with me, which is a beautiful thing for me because I get to create things for the culture, and I don't necessarily have to be a slave to the culture.
I respect that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
I still get to go, take my niece out to the movies, without bothered, and go out to eat with my family and enjoy myself, without the constant pressures of
being the star, doing the little smile, walking around, having the so-called bodyguards and stuff, right? Yeah,
Exactly.
no, I love that though because you know what's ill about him. He probably doesn't. You seem like the kind of artist that basically is more kind of like not saying to yourself, but more kind of like the type person that wants to be normal but loves doing music.
Very much so.
Like you're not looking for the stardom, really. You were looking just for like something to push on for the culture, correct?
Yeah. So there's no the beauty of it is like
Love it.
the 15 minutes of fame let me know I didn't need an hour.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh man.
Ooh, he's coming up with some good stuff today.
I did it for y'all. I studied it for y'all. No, but
Right.
serious though.
15 minutes of fame. I realized I didn't need the hour.
Yeah, I definitely didn't need an hour of this.
There you go.
That was
cool.
cool.
I want to really give a big shout out to. I want to give a big shout out to Paddy Ali, man.
Oh, Paddy Ali.
And to show the game, because again, we have the show. We have a show too on 97.3 FM, The Heat, right? And I heard
in Michigan.
In Michigan too.
Grand Rapids.
Shout out to him too.
The Heat, yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because his show is dope too. Comes right after mine, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, and y'all can also find me co-hosting on that joint too, maybe every now and then too.
Are you talking about me over here?
Yeah,
The
I'm
dude.
co-hosting Potty on the Heat.
Yeah, he
Oh,
does.
really? Get out. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yes, he does. Because I heard him the other day too.
Oh, get out.
Listen, I'm in tune. I'm quiet, but I'm in tune. So
Yeah.
I'll be listening and I'll be cheering on. You know, it's good to have a good team, man, and it's good to have people that really want to work with the artists.
Yeah.
That one thing that people don't understand, man, the best thing for an artist is the promotion.
Yeah.
Like you could go out and write a record, but if you're not, you know what I mean? Like if you don't have a game plan, you don't know where you're gonna push it, you don't know who's gonna take charge of it, you don't put money in your project,
Yeah.
why are you doing it?
You know, because seriously, that is why we have all the radio stations that we have around the country.
And in international.
Right. But let me just focus on the States. Okay. All right. So we have several around the country, but the reason why we have gotten stations that we've also gotten rid of, right? Because with the brand that we have and the artists that we have, we want to place them in the stations that are relevant for them. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's not like we're just picking any station. We're picking certain locations, certain stations, seeing their demographics. I mean, there's a lot of, like, people think, oh, they just put it on stations and that's it. There's a lot of work behind that.
Dude, we're trying to help people go platinum. We're trying to help people go gold. We trying to get them up there in the top in the media-based charts.
Can I finish now?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, you know, we try to build, no, because I'm saying we build that relationship with it, because there are some stations that not that we dropped. It's not like we just said, you know, okay, good for us. It was just, they were just not good for the artist. Right. It's not so much about what's good for our brand. It's what stations can actually enhance the art. We're not going to put, rap artist. We're going to, let's go to Detroit. Let's go to Atlanta. Let's go to Chicago. You know what I'm trying to say? It makes sense. It makes sense. Like, okay, so if we have these type of artists and stuff like that, let's get these radio stations. The ones, not just also the ones that are the most popular, but then it's like, then we started moving up until, let's put them in Italy. Let's put them in Greece. Let's put them in Germany. Let's put them in Australia.
You actually going to be they're going to premiere your record actually, and your show's the first one. First one in Germany. So I'm putting you into, yes, I wanted to give you that, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Now, actually, shoot you my German stats. They're amazing. Germany loves me.
Oh, really? Oh, they're going to love you more now.
Yeah.
Big time. So that is actually, because I saw when you posted that reel and it had the big German flag on there. Yeah. Like, okay, I see you on the international kid. That's what's up. Yeah, Germany is definitely is rocking with your boy M City heavy, and I appreciate it.
That is good to know, because you know that's the kind of feedback I like from the artists that we have on the show and stuff, because we're not always the brainchild of everything, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes when we get good feedback, because you're the one who travels, you're the one who goes from state to state and goes wherever to perform and to sing and stuff like that. So you probably have a little bit more of an idea where we can go.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they can get, I'm glad he gave me the feedback, because now we know Germany is M City's boy. That's it. We just got to keep him there, and that's it.
Now, right? Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So now, after that song started picking up, because I remember watching an interview on, if I'm correct, on Genius.
Okay.
And they were talking with you, right?
I might have did it.
You were on Genius. Yeah.
Why is he smiling and why are you smiling over here?
Nah, because what I like, Genius is really like, to me, I like Genius because Genius breaks down all the lyrics.
Oh, okay.
And I like what you were basically talking about on Genius. Like when you were, that's why I knew what kind of artist I was actually going to bring up here. Because
I get worried about sometimes I be worried about what I didn't say it myself. So, like, I saw this interview, I'm like, oh shit.
Nah, it wasn't bad at all.
No, not at all.
Not at all. I like the way they broke it. I like the way that you basically, conduct yourself in there. So that's why I started. Because the thing is, man, before I bring somebody up on this platform, I got to know what they're about first. Because I'm real culture. I'm not going to be put near it all because somebody got certain numbers and somebody's going platinum. So I'm not bringing them up here. I'm bringing somebody up here that's going to basically be about what they say they're about, way that they push it, and they really care about the, you know what I mean? They really care about their craft.
Yeah.
And you're one of them. That's why I'm pushing you into the walls for, you know, into the.
Don't push him too hard into the wall.
I didn't say the wall. I meant to say the wheels.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, don't push him.
I just read the wall thing, so I was laughing.
Don't push it. Okay, so I also want to talk about his new project.
Go ahead.
Mom, I want to know what this is all about, because it says your new project, Mom Spaghetti, inspired by Detroit legend Eminem, puked up dinner from the hit song Lose Yourself Screams. Okay, go ahead. Tell me more about that one.
Mom Spaghetti.
Yeah, where did you get Mom Spaghetti?
Mom Spaghetti is it's such a beautiful creation. I really love Mom Spaghetti. It was it's really fun. I'm trying to actually think, right, of like, I don't remember the moment that it came, but I remember creating, like, I'm in this space where I'm in album mode, but not really though, because I'm probably being too intimate with you guys. I'm giving you too much info. So like, I'm really not in album mode. I'm kind of in mixtape mode. And like, for those who don't understand, the difference between the two is a mixtape is kind of like already created songs. So you're kind of like, how can I make a compilation?
Okay.
Whole. Album mode is kind of like I'm starting from scratch, right? I got new beats, new sounds. I'm starting the writing process. So I'm not in album mode. I'm in mixtape mode. I have a collection of songs. I have a collection of things that haven't been released yet. And I'm at the point where it's like, okay, how do I market this, or how do I present this to my fans in a way that's digestible for them? And it kind of just put me, the vibe was that was just the vibe. His palms sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. It's vomit on his sweater already.
Mom Spaghetti.
Mom Spaghetti. And that's when it was like, that's exactly where it is, because that's how I feel. Like, my palms are sweaty, my knees weak, my arms are heavy. It's vomit on my sweater already. Mom Spaghetti, I'm nervous, but on the surface, you feel what I'm saying? So that's just
calm and ready to drop bombs, and it keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his. Yeah.
And listen, like, how corny and cliche like does it have to be that I'm from Detroit?
At the end of the day,
Anna is like, it was like a no-brainer, you know, like, okay, well, you have to pay homage to M, you know, in that way. And that was kind of just like my thing, a homage to a Detroit legend. Kind of, you know, the parallels of the empathy, if I understand exactly how you feel, you know, that moment right before you lose, you know, you just give it all and lose yourself. So that's where I was at with it.
So you can do an album for me, like you can do it like Althea's Ravioli or something if you want.
Can you put a
or tortellini? I'm partial to both.
Man, you're Greek. She's Greek.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
There you go. Fettuccine Althea. There you go. We're done. We're done. Okay. So anyway,
just put a giant gyro up on the cover.
That's so like ethnical. Okay.
Well, you're Greek. What do you want me to talk? I don't know.
Whatever.
I would
love it.
So anyway, can we get to the song?
Let's get to the record.
I want to get to the song. So let's just play the song. Please. Addicted to My Ex.
Let's go. You already know your boy DJ. Everybody out there be listening to my man M City. And you know what? This is Addicted to My Ex. And we about to really get it. You already know. DNA Radio / DJ Energetic Show. Live right now for everybody out there. This is how we're going to be getting it right now. You want to set it off? Let's set it off. Let's go, City. Set it off. Come on.
My baby.
Come on. Come on.
No, this is I'm addicted to so addicted to my ex. DJ Infected. DNA, y'all already know what's poppin', man.
But I keep that on the low. Oh, I keep that on the low. I think I'm addicted to flexing on my own.
I think
I'm addicted to flexing on my own. I think addicted
Yeah,
to flexing
I
on
can't
my
do it, though. They
own.
can't.
I think I'm addicted to flexing on my own.
Yep, I just can't hear the
Flexing on my own.
You know we ain't stopping Miami.
Yep.
It's my international brand. What
I'm
up?
addicted
Let's get
to
it.
it.
Come on.
I flex on my ex every time that she texts me. I'm looking like, hold up. I know I'm the shit, but she say I ain't shit in my dick. Shut up. I'm taking my nooch, the places I took her, she cannot afford. Then I posted on Instagram stunting, she trying to ignore it. You mad or no? I bought a new whip just in spite of that. She be catching the bus. Seen her pretended I'm picking her up. When I pulled up, I gave her the finger and I bought her a gift. Didn't return it. I took it right back from her. I ain't gon' never get back with her unless she suck me like Dracula. Listen, I'm telling you. I see her in public and stun on the bitch. Do you see this coat? Why keep her around if she just gon' drown and jump off the boat? I sent her a text and told her I love her, then sent her a reply. She blowing my phone and won't leave me alone, so I'm addicted to flexing on my own. Hand-me-downs, they ain't worth more than my old clothes. I might fuck her, but I keep that on the low. I keep that on the low. I think I'm addicted to flexing on my own. I think I'm addicted to flexing on my own.
Let's get this everybody right now. Come on, all my people right now. Listen to this.
I'm addicted to flexing on my own.
Gotta go to the devil, man. Let's get this on triple. You heard? 100 million streams, baby. Let's go. Come on. You ready to know? Let's get it.
Yeah,
I'm
but
addicted to it. I show up to all of her family events because her mama still love me. And she got a new nigga, so when I pull up, he be looking so jelly. If I'm really a tip, I might even show up with one of her buddies. As soon as she come up and hug me, I look and I say, what? She tell all her friends that I ain't the man, but fuck you mean. I know that she want me, she peeping my rollies on fucking fleet. Speaking of rollies, I left her alone cause she wasting my time. She trying to come over and but I cannot see her, I'm legally blind. I'm swagging. Listen, Linda, I'm swagging. If you had me, then you a has-been. Look at me now with young fashion, my his name is Yasmin. I never do cut for my past. I'm like a college exam, but I am the man. I don't give a damn. So I'm addicted to flexing on my own. Hand-me-downs, they ain't worth more than my old clothes. I might fuck her, but I keep that on the low.
I see where they keep it.
I keep that on the low. I
Okay.
think I'm addicted to flexing on my own. I think I'm addicted to flexing on my own. I think I'm addicted to flexing on my own. I think I'm addicted to flexing on my own. Flexing on my own. I'm addicted to him.
Okay. I love that part that, oh,
I'm not gonna lie to you. It sounded like you were. I love that. It sounded like you were having too much fun in that studio.
yeah.
It seemed like you basically were like, I know I'm addicted.
I am still not mesmerized.
Now I love the
Hold on a second.
Babe, hold
I got
up.
something to say.
Let me say one thing real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
I like the cadence on that record. That cadence on that record is crazy. Die. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
When I heard that, I was like, damn.
You know, I'm just saying I am
Perfect.
And that cadence back because I've honestly never did it again.
really.
I've never done it ever again.
That's crazy.
Right?
I am just
I should do that again, shouldn't I?
you should. What are you nuts?
What are you nuts?
How are you? Can I ask you a question? How are you not going to
I've
use
never
winning
did that
formula?
cadence.
What is he? He had a winning formula. That's like him having a gorgeous, beautiful, fast race car. And he's like, you know what? I'll take the Toyota on this racetrack instead.
No. See,
You just don't do that.
True. That's like me having, right, that beautiful race car that you're talking about,
Yeah.
and me still having that beautiful race car 10 years later.
Oh, now you're gonna go with me with race cars now, right? Now you're using my euphemism.
You better take out the engine on that one.
Classic.
Okay, it is a classic.
Now it's a classic. And you know how those pay.
Listen, dude, I am still flabbergasted that
on the
it's
low,
only
low.
him on that record.
Nah, I knew. Wait.
No, don't tell me you knew. Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I knew it
maybe
because
you knew,
you
but
can
I
hear
didn't
the
know.
cadence. The cadence is crazy.
I'm gonna send you a record, especially for you.
For me.
Especially for you.
For me.
And I'm sending you this record because when I play this record for people, the disclaimer is
what?
I'm the only person on this song. I have to let people know that. What you're listening to is every single voice that you hear on this song belongs to me. So I'm going to send you that.
You know what it is? Because the thing is like, he's the kind of guy, right? He can fool people in a room. Like he can go in the bathroom, right? And then people will think there's a party going on in there. And he can do all these different kind of voices and be like, yo, what is M City doing in there? They wouldn't know. Because he has
You're
all
out
this,
of your mind.
I'm just saying.
That's a bad analogy.
Okay, I'll think of another analogy. I'm just saying.
I'm going to say like this, man.
Okay.
I'm going to say, if you're going up and battling a rapper, right?
Yeah.
And you're battling somebody, he's so creative that you won't even know he'll hit you with that style. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Me as an artist, always taking a look like, bro, he can hit you with that. He'll be up on stage and all that. And then you be like, damn. And then all of a sudden, he'll come off with probably like a lyrical kind of record that you probably would hear, because I want to hear one of your lyrical records.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. You want to.
I got to hear one of your lyrical ones.
You got to. They're all over the place.
Oh, I am. I'm gonna listen. Don't worry.
I'm not saying you can.
They all get overshadowed by Addicted.
Right.
I can see that.
Well, that's gonna happen when you have something that is on fire.
Yeah. I mean, it's been on fire for 10 years. And it hasn't stopped.
And I've only been on fire for like the last 10, 15 minutes. That's about it.
Oh, God.
There you go.
That's it. But you know what? I really appreciate, he is so like real, okay? Because a lot of them that are out there, they're all fake. You're not fake.
Oh, God. Drop the bomb on that one.
He's just not fake. I can tell, and this is my first interaction with you. And
you love the art. You love the music.
How many times have I picked out like psychic, right? Like that psychic ability that I have?
Bro, we go to a lot of showcases, right? And we walk out of the showcase.
Yeah, I wouldn't walk out with him. I would not walk out on him.
We're supposed to be, they make us guests, like literally judges. And it's like, I can't even stay in the room half of the time.
Yeah, because it's just like, what it is that everybody is like so
the same. And nobody like you, right? The crazy thing is, I was like, yo, he's an artist, because look, nobody dresses like that.
No.
Not in a bad way. It's just nobody, you know what I'm saying?
He's so comfortable.
Like nobody just like I can always see like a real creative artist, because artists.
Hey, he's funny as hell. Nobody dresses like that.
Like that? Like
nobody dresses like
normal?
That.
No, the normal person doesn't go. I'm not. Come on.
I'm just saying it's normal.
He's in his artist form all the time, and you can see it even when he gets dressed, even when he writes, even you know what I'm saying, even when he wakes up. Yeah. That's an artist form. Like a real artist. Talking about a real artist can see another real artist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can see it. I can always go like this and be like, yo, he's a dope artist. There was an artist that came to the showcase, right? That had a electronic hand, literally like this, but it wasn't like his real hand. His real hand was underneath it. I was like, this dude's gonna be insane, and he was.
An electronic arm.
You don't remember that? He had the thing like this with the shelf down here, and he had an arm like that.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Major Label Showcase, when I was there. Shout out to Wilson.
That's right.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is I see what you're saying about him now.
Nah, he just he's
very artsy.
Nah, he just knows what he's doing.
He's so artsy.
Very demure. Very
what did you say?
Very mindful, very demure.
All right, so now I want to get to a dope, a couple cool questions.
Okay, go ahead. You can ask.
How was it when you first heard that single and that single started popping off the way it did?
What was your first reaction?
No, I'm saying, like, when did you realize it was starting to just go? It had a life of its own.
So that record, I said that record had a very interesting life. Though that is a record, and I mean this in the most humble way, that is a record that was a no-brainer. We kind of all knew it was a hit. It was one of those records you played in the studio and everybody says the same thing. That's it. That's it. That's it. So it wasn't like something that we knew wasn't it. It was something that we knew what was it, and we knew that we had to nurture it properly.
Right.
We had to do the right thing with it. We have a hit record. Now, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah. That's,
So
I get that.
No, I was gonna say was a lot of times you can have hit records, but it dies
yeah.
when it gets to the public because of the marketing, the promotion, and the push, behind it.
Yeah. I mean, I remember it though, like it was, yesterday. I'm still broke as hell, sleeping on my girlfriend's grandmother's couch. And I wake up and it's like
in my house anytime you want.
And I wake up and it's like the daily thing. You check the phone and I think it's like at 10,000 views, and it's like, oh wow, that's that's pretty exciting. I've had numbers, even bigger numbers than that before, but not necessarily that quick or on something that didn't have a video. It was just a song.
Okay.
And song was just on YouTube and it did about 10,000. One day I would remember waking up like, oh wow, 10,000 is nice. And then I think the next day it might have been at like 17,000.
Oh wow.
And the next day it was at like 20 something thousand. And I was like, oh wait, people are listening to this.
Right, they're listening.
Not only are people listening to this, but a lot of people are listening to this.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are listening to this. They're listening to it over and over again.
Right, yeah. That's true. That's true.
Over again. So I think once after the first day it did 10,000. I think literally like the next day it was at 17, and then the next day just kept going up like by the 5s and 10s.
Right, yeah.
And I was like, all right, that's it. It's gone, guys. It's out here. I remember waking up one day to 20,000 views.
Wow.
And remember processing the fact that overnight 20,000 people had listened to that song just overnight, like somewhere without me knowing, without any, knowledge or recollection of what's going on, people are listening, to the music. And so that was pretty much it.
You know what it is too, though? I think a lot of times, like even with a couple of like songs that he has done, I see a lot. It's not just about timing. It's about, believe it or not, I think it's the month that you put that song out, or the time of the year, or if there's a special holiday. I think it has a lot to do with that too, because a lot of people don't want to hear a summer song in January.
Well, again, it's quarters, first
right.
quarter,
I'm trying to say,
so
because sometimes you've put out a song, right, it's not doing so, it's doing okay. But then as you just make sure you just keep on getting it played everywhere, and then sometimes all it takes is that one moment in time where that song just hits at the right time, and then boom.
Yeah. So I do agree. I agree 100%, but there is a thin line in that perspective that has the opportunity to keep artists kind of at bay to a point where they won't release music at all, right? And here's my perspective. You're just now hearing the song.
Right.
You love the song. We're in the fall.
Yeah.
I released that song 8 years ago.
I know. That's the crazy part.
I released it 8 years ago in the summer.
Yeah.
Sometimes if the thing is, right, if I have a mindset of perfect month, perfect time, perfect season, I'll never drop. What is the perfect time? You are correct, but the trick with that is already have the music out.
Yeah.
Already have the music and let the people decide when they
exactly right.
And I tell her too, everything can always catch fire.
Yeah, 6 months later down the line and it's summertime, and my friend just happens to play this song and I fall in love with it. That's just when I fell in love with it. I caught it in the summer. I caught it at that time, and boom, now it's a part of that era, right? Or that
real quick though, right? Real quick, I don't mean to cut you off. but there's a record that I did with my father in 2021 that got on billboards 2023.
2 years later.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I was telling him.
2 years later.
No, so I released Addicted originally in 2015.
Oof.
August. 2015 of August. I didn't release the video until 2016.
Oh wow.
You know, so you like I said, bro, we were sitting on the record for a year, and then on top of sitting it on there, I didn't sign to Atlantic until we dropped the video in January. I didn't sign to Atlantic until May.
Wow.
So you're talking about another 6 months. You know,
So
what
you
I mean?
had 14 million to today on Atlantic, just on that YouTube.
One more time.
You had 14 million just on their set.
I've been robbed of almost 1 billion in streams.
I believe it. I believe it.
I believe it.
So I'm talking about there's been multiple 50 million stream videos that have been taken down, removed. Multiple, not one, not two, multiple. In the hundreds of millions,
Wow.
that have been taken down.
That's insane.
Even if you can, well, I'm not sure if you guys would be able to like track the time, but even that 2016 period of Vine, TikTok, Musically, YouTube alone had hundreds of millions of streams on that song. I can search it today and can't find most of any of them.
Wow. And there's no way of retracting that or anything like that?
You can go back to the 2015 stats and stuff like that.
But here's the thing. They can't take away what's in their hearts. It's there. It's imprinted. Whoever played it 50 million times will remember that.
We'll remember it, right? That's
Forever.
true.
So that's why
at the end of the day, you're killing it.
I don't stress. I don't fear. Because the real is happening regardless.
You got that right. So just remember his song "Addicted to My Ex." It's on its way to 100 million streams on Spotify.
Go ahead.
I want to thank you so much. I've enjoyed you so much today,
yeah, man.
Mr. MC Junior. I love him. But give everybody your call sign on IG and everything where they can find you.
So listen, guys, I'm always being banned off IG because I'm a bit too explicit for the platform. But you can catch me at Please Pay Papa on IG, and you can find me at Created by Papa everywhere else.
Right. Please Pay Papa. I'm going to ask you on the side what that means, but okay. Please Pay Papa. I love him. Please Pay Papa.
Very artsy, very creative.
Very artsy. I'm telling you, he's so artsy. I love you. Thank you so much, MC Junior, for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. Shout out to Paddy Ali. We love you too.
And remember, everybody, watch the game too. I mean, listen to the game as well.
The game.
Over in 97.3.
97.3 in Michigan, baby. Okay. So again, thank you so much for coming on the show. And I hope you tune in again Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here, DNA Live, Paradise Studios. Thank you again. Peace out, everybody. See you next week.
Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.